Yeah, I think it's only fitting that I do a review of kids' games since it was my 5-year-old grandson that introduced me to the MetaQuest world, so that was cool. So let's get started with Fruit Ninja. This one, I think the developers really learned a thing or two since the first one. This is Fruit Ninja 2, by the way. And what I mean by that is in Fruit Ninja, you just kind of stood there and had the menu and did your thing, back to the menu, did your thing, back to the menu. Well, here you actually have an open world where you can actually move around, and they give you a trail to follow and different events in different places throughout the map. And even the game is a little different because it's not just swords anymore. You actually have archery, so you got bows and arrows. So that was a real nice surprise. I didn't think that that was part of the game. The graphics and mechanics work really well. I mean, when you slice your sword, it cuts things, and when you shoot, it's really on point, responsive, and quick. I was actually really impressed with the archery. It was really fun. I think the developers when they made this, I think they went back to their drawing board and they mixed it up a lot and made it a much better game. So I really liked Fruit Ninja 2, so check it out. Next thing I'm gonna look at is Moss. When I first got into the game, you're like in this big 3D area in like a chapel or something, and it looks like you're turning pages or something in a book. And I thought that was all it was telling me a story. And I was like, oh man, and I was totally wrong. So the game is really, really cool. You open up into this world and you're moving this little mouse around with the controllers and having him jump. And you could even have him pull his little sword and shield out and cut grass and I'm assuming fight later on in the game and do stuff and defend himself. But the game was really cute. It was really, really a ton of fun to play. I really enjoyed it. And then, the mechanics of him moving around, jumping and climbing stuff. I really didn't have to figure it all out. It was very smooth gameplay and very adaptive. So I was able to just kind of jump in and start playing the game and have some fun. And then, like when you're playing in an area and he leaves, you kind of zone out of that area and into the next, and then he starts coming at you from that direction. So you progress through the game. It's not all just in one area, of course. So the graphics and the colors and everything, and the lighting and shading, just phenomenal. The game is really, really cool. It's a lot of fun. So check out Moss, and I'm sure you'll have a good time playing. All right, the next game I want to talk about is The Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets. Quite the long game name. So, I didn't really know what I was getting into when I started playing this game. It's kind of a puzzle game, and I'm not the best at those, so hey, it is what it is. But it had a lot of interactivity. You could move the thing around with your hands. You got to find these little buttons to unlock the chest that you have to push, and they're kind of hidden pretty well. And the idea is you got to find these three little pets that are lost in this floating rock home. And there are other things that you can interact with, like you can push and make the swing go back and forth. I thought that was pretty cool and everything. And move the clock around in a circle, the hands on the clock. So, I mean, it's definitely an interesting little game. It's unique. I've never seen anything like it before. And it has the cute little people that come out and, wave at you and everything. It's really cool. But, yeah, this was a fun game, and I think this would be good for all ages. Definitely going to have to. It's not just, oh, there it is, so you got to look around and try to figure out where everything is and unlock things and so forth. So yeah, it's definitely a cute little puzzle game. It was really, really fun to play, and I think it's not exactly the same every time you log in. That'd be pretty boring, of course. So and then there's also gold coins that you have to find. So that's another thing. So you got the three little pets you find and then the gold coins are like, I guess, a bonus thing to find. So, but it was a cute little game. Graphics are awesome. Interactivity worked fine. The mechanics. I didn't have any problems with the game at all. So it was really a fun game. Definitely worth trying out. And yet again, this is a Curious Tale: The Stolen Pets. Enjoy. The first game I took a look at and I played this game was Monkey Do, and it's the only game out of anything that I've seen so far that actually had an ethics agreement at the beginning of the game. So I kind of really liked that. It had a really good opening tutorial and helped you walk through the game a lot and how to play it. So I really enjoyed that part of it, especially looking at it from a child's perspective. The game does take a bit of coordination to play, so but yet again, kids are a lot better at playing games than, this isn't Atari, and they're used to this stuff. But it did take some coordination in getting used to how to play the game, so it might be a little bit better for older kids. The arts and the graphics in the game, I mean, I compare them to like some other ones, and like I even looked at Gorilla Tag, and this is far beyond Gorilla Tag. This is so much better and cleaner. The graphics are really good, and the gameplay response is really responsive too. So I was able to move around. They have something where you double jump. That was really nice. And then the swinging from vine to vines, that was really fun. Yeah, you get to soar through the air like Tarzan and everything. So that was pretty cool. The only thing about the game that parents might not like is Monkey Do is referring to you actually grab a fish from your rear end and you fling it at other monkeys to turn them into bananas that are then your points, more or less. So anyways, it's kind of cute, but if you find it offensive, sorry, at least they're flinging a fish and not something else. So and overall, I mean, it's a lot of fun and really, really smooth gameplay. And I enjoyed getting in there and playing this. It was really cute.